Stream. Today is a European Grand Final of Spring Season Day. As you can see, I'm here alone. My name is Dennis, aka Ribblestripe, but I won't be here alone at this whole stream. So this is why I would like to invite my colleague Tony. Tony, hello, are you here?
Yes, hey guys, nice to be here.
Thanks God, I don't want to be here alone.
I think we might need to send our best regards to Alexandra, who is now chilling somewhere on the beach in Egypt. So, hey Alex, if you're watching this, and yeah, let's proceed.
Have a great vacation.
Not as us. Right. So, today we're going to have, as Dennis said, European Spring Season Finals, and beside that we have like a couple fun activities to make sure everyone feels great about our live stream. So, Dennis, do you want to tell what we're going to do?
Yes, of course.
In terms of fun activities?
Of course, we have prepared something special this time. There will be a show match between our loved YouTubers and Wargaming stuff. This is something new, something interesting. We hope you guys all will enjoy that, and this will be a great way to warm up before the finals themselves.
Yeah, actually we have the same activity during our previous CIS stream, and it was kind of fun. I just hope we can have the same impact on battles as our respected Russian team had.
Yeah, you know what? The only difference between a Russian show match and this one is that we didn't take part in it, so maybe we will make the difference somewhere.
Yeah, maybe this will become a breaking point. Let's see.
That's right.
And for the second activity, we have a giveaway, and we have a big giveaway of June battle passes, which I think is great. And all you need to do is to guess for each battle, basically to guess the outcome of each battle, which of the two teams will win. So you say your region, your nickname, and you name the team that is going to win according to your vision. And do it each time before each battle. Basically, you will have a big tablet below the screen to make sure you don't forget it. So yeah, just keep in mind that we have a two-minute timer, and go ahead and guess and win you some June Battle Passes.
That's right. Just follow the instructions on the screen.
Exactly. So maybe it's high time to invite our respected guests to the live stream. What do you think? We have four of them. So,
The more
guys,
the better.
are you here? Yeah, the more the better.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Jack. Avery.
Oh, we have Jack
Yes,
and
indeed.
Avery.
Hello.
And these guys will
Yes.
be commentating, but that's not all. We also have like two analytics, Amanet and Fugit. Amanet and
Hello.
Fugit, are
Hi,
you
guys.
here? Hey, what's up?
Hello.
I think we can show all 6 faces, if it's okay. Yeah, like this.
That's right.
The best
There we
option. Hey guys, so what's your impressions on like qualification tournaments? Do you have anything to say, to share with us, your impressions?
I mean,
It's been really epic so far. The gameplay has been intense. Most of the matches have been close, and that makes it all the more interesting to stream and commentate. And that also makes me highly excited for the matches that we get today.
Okay, thanks. Fugit, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some good stuff during the qualifications, and we've seen some good stuff during the Pro Tour as well so far. It's set up to be a pretty epic final, I think.
Okay,
We'll hope
Jack?
so.
I think this season has been quite interesting. A lot of servers, there are quite a lot of interesting results, a lot of upsets. We early on we have one of the contenders getting knocked out, and tonight we have two really great teams against one another, and they really played very well throughout the entire season. So I think it's very close to call.
Agreed. Can't agree more. Avery, what about you?
yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with anything that has been said by my fellow colleagues, of course. Both these teams have also fought quite a bit already in these previous days, so they know a lot about each other, how they play, how they react to these matches, and we're up for an exciting one. I hope it will be
Oh,
close.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So, before we're switching to Loka and BPS, shall we have a small warm-up? I know, guys, that you suffered a bit of, not to call it humiliation.
But it was humiliation, yeah.
Just a bit.
Now you have time for payback. So yeah, let's see what happens next, and we can switch to our training room where our show match is going to happen. Ribble, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to the
I'm a
training
bit
room.
nervous, to be honest. Really.
Yeah, I think we'll switch to. I see. Okay, it's okay. I think we can switch to another room. Yeah, we have our room. So in our team we have me, Ribble, Blitzstick, you know this guy, and Anna Tortik, who is usual host of our Russian-speaking stream. But I think her English will be enough to say hello.
Looks like not. Looks like she's not connected to our room, so it's only us, Tony. You and me.
Okay.
Right.
I think we can do it. So what about
Okay.
the setup?
Uh,
I'll take
I don't know,
one.
let's just play for fun and take anything you want, anything you have.
Okay, we can start as soon as Blitzstick is ready, and
Mhm.
I'm launching the battle. Okay, guys, for now you can spam in chat which team are you rooting for. Maybe it's Wargaming team, which is ours, or our respected contributors team. So, what do you want to do, Ribble?
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe just follow Blitzstick. Usually he knows what to do.
Okay, I'll follow him. Maybe use my...
I'll try to wait
Engine boost.
for him to spot some enemies, and maybe there will be some quickly shots. Here they are.
Oof.
No.
Nope, missed. I think we're playing kind of random battles.
Blitzstick is wasted. Almost.
Okay, that was... I think this one will be humiliating for us.
Yes.
Trying
At
to
least
run
we
away.
have to fight with glory and even die with glory. It is fine. TPP in the middle.
Okay, let's maybe just stay together. It's
How
kind of hard
about-
to stay
how
together
about
playing on
flanking?
turn 1.
How about flanking and attacking TVP? I
E5
hope.
is coming after us.
Mhm.
I think Turtle sees him. Do you feel how difficult it is to play and somehow comment or just talk.
You know, it's hard even just to talk for something else. I don't know, well, the weather, the sports, so on and so forth, and it really distracts you.
Maybe we just wanna push, no? To make it more fun, you know.
Someone? Wait a second.
We're staying together. It feels like we're just like running rounds and rounds.
Wow,
Whoa,
I
nice
did some
touch.
damage. I'm not useless. I hope.
Did you try one? Oh,
Nice,
nice shot
nice
by
one.
Tortic. Nah, they're careful.
Blitzstick, do you need any help?
Probably he's dying. I
Run
don't want to
away,
leave
run
Tortic
away.
alone.
I'm sorry.
Tortic, if you can hear me, I'll cover your back. Or maybe not. I think I heard the word push. Okay, let's do it. Push me.
No, we're losing.
Did we lose Blitzstick?
Yes. Now we need focus. Oh, that was a
Oh my
surprise.
god.
We need to play better. We need some tactics, but
Get
maybe
good.
maybe for next time, you know.
We can do it, Tortic. Just kill them all. You know, it's easy. Oh, 5 TVP. Who's here? Oh god! I feel like I'm playing against, like, I don't know, maybe a local team or something. Ouch.
Are those guys that good, or it's just us?
I think it's both, you know.
Maybe. Well, you know, they were practicing 2 hours ago, and we didn't.
But don't
That's
we
the reason.
practice during regular quick tournaments?
It's
I think we can
it's
do better.
different. It's different. Well, okay.
Come on, Blitzstick. You can do better.
Yeah, blame him. Blame him. It's fine.
Yeah, I need someone to blame, you know, as always. Okay, one more time. We're playing best of 3, but I think it will be enough. 2 battles will be enough to understand.
I got an advice from our Blitzstick to take something heavy. Alright, let's see how it works.
Have a setup, let's see how it works. Oh, Faust map. Do you like Faust, Rebel?
I do.
But as a strong team, we don't usually perform too good on this map, if I'm not mistaken.
But still, it's not Normandy. Because we always struggle on Normandy. Do you think I should follow you two? And just leave Blitzstick alone? You'll be fine. I'm spotted.
Oh, fine, E5. Hey, mate.
That was a bit careless from him.
Oh, TDP. Okay, 2 points for them, 2 points for us.
I need some assistance, if it's possible.
Yeah, I'm coming to you.
2 crowns here.
The guy with 1100 hit points.
Push him.
Need to finish him. I'm on reload, I'll just wait. Can you kill him?
I hope so. I didn't.
Oops.
I'm wasted. That's
I
humiliating.
might help you.
Thank you. don't.
Oh, come on.
Fugit.
He's too
Why?
good for you.
Just why?
I'll try to go on reload and maybe give a full click.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it will work.
What about Tortik? Looks like she's having some selfies.
So this.
Yes. On C. Oh no. Here comes the assistance. Nice, nice.
Okay, I need one more shot. Oh no, I'm not surviving this. Ouch! It hurts so much. Oof! Ow! Come on. Okay, I think this one was a bit better,
Mm-hmm.
and Tortik is now on her own. Do you think she can carry this?
I have no doubts we will win this, definitely.
We need a mistake from E5, probably.
Mhm.
From every. I don't have my nicknames on team and enemies turned on. Okay, go, go, go! Tortik, if you have
Oh, yes!
engine boost, use it.
HE,
Just an
HE.
HE, go, go! Yes! Nice! You know, just watching is much more simple.
Yeah, and doing damage, making frags is also not so hard as...
Come on, come on, come on, come on!
Oh!
I have so many words to speak, but none of them can be spoken during the live stream.
Just imagine our reaction and Tortik's reaction if that HE would hit the target.
Actually, if she managed to hit him, HE damage would be enough to...
Yes,
launch
yes,
that bomb, I
that's what I was talking about.
believe. Oh god. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
If we take B, nothing will change, I think.
Probably, yeah, and he's
Mhm.
taking...
Come on, fight! Don't be afraid.
Come on, just relax. Jack has like 5k in rating battles, if I'm not mistaken. And purple win rate. So, yeah.
So his rating is kind of sum of our ratings.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
And unachievable dream for Tortik, at least for now. I hope she can hear me. Okay, I can
She
hear
can,
this.
she can.
She can probably. I think this time we were a bit closer to victory than the previous time. Yeah, I have like 3k damage. Esport.
Well, to be honest, if I manage to hit that cran, I would survive.
Yes, yes.
So
yeah, probably
my bad,
it will
my
be a
bad
win.
this time.
No worries, no worries. So, same setup? What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, do we have time? Yeah, we have time
We have,
for one
we
more
have.
battle. Okay. I'll stick to Kran.
So we announced it will be best of 3, but still, if we have
Yeah,
some time,
yeah. Our
let's just fight
contributors
for glory.
obviously
Mhm.
are better. Yeah, but we can make one more time.
Oh,
Oh god!
I hope they won't use missiles. But if they want to, it is fine.
They have very low DPM, both on missiles
Mhm,
and regular
mhm.
shells, so we can do it.
How about rushing any of the directions? Okay, D.
I think I heard Blitzstick saying D, right?
D, D. Should we take D?
Whee! Nice fly by Blitzstick. Maybe C.
I'm a bit worried for Tortik because she spotted and they can attack her.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Shall I capture C or we need to stay together?
They're at B. I think Tortik is in trouble. Maybe just cross the field and come to B.
Probably. Oh, we found one.
Missile incoming.
Whee!
Whee!
Come on, come on, let me shoot! Blitzstick, what are you doing? Oh god.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying to help Tortik.
Oh god, I got a ricochet from Sheridan.
Nice. Yes, Fugit. Fugit
Wow.
is here.
Some nice
Hello,
strategies
mate.
from Blitzstick.
Come on, come on. You know, this battle is so intense. I just cannot concentrate on saying anything.
Yeah, same here. Woo, boom. I'm done.
Oh,
Now I can
Blitzstick is
just
fine.
watch and
Okay.
talk.
Does he have any shells? He has.
30 done.
Mm-hmm.
Rebel, you can carry this. I believe in you.
Incoming.
On your right.
It looks like. Oh.
Ouch! Blitzstick is done.
I'm pretty sure they will all use rockets this time.
Yeah, they're using rockets right in your lower pack, you know. Okay, you can do just 3 ammo racks and you're good. Okay, maybe next time. Never mind.
Why did
Don't
we?
get
Why,
frustrated.
why did we invite them to take part in this activity? Were
Who
we
was-
so confident to beat them, or what?
I think according to Russian stream results, we've become a bit overconfident in ourselves,
maybe.
and now we're getting punished for that.
Well, all right. Just like we said, me and Tony, we made the difference.
Yeah.
This is
For
how it
sure.
works for us.
Hey guys.
Hello,
How
guys.
do you feel now?
Hello, guys.
Hello.
GG.
I suppose we will heal GG's.
GG.
Thank you very much for the
Yes,
show match.
GG's and all round.
Yeah.
Oh god. That was
Next
a
time.
bit humiliating for
Just
us.
give us some time, maybe
Give us time.
a year.
Give us time. We can do better.
The training
I-
arc begins.
Right.
I
Wait,
think
so
we
are we
just
back?
need Mefodi on Death Star to cover this.
Ah,
No Mafodi.
We were already telling Methody this is what we needed. Him not on the enemy team.
Yeah, it
Very
seems
true.
like it worked out.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
getting back to our main occasion, as far as I understand, we have 2 teams, obviously, Loka and BPS. Loka coming from upper bracket, and
Yep.
BPS coming from lower bracket. So, can you tell us a couple of words about the overall ways each of 2 teams had to come through to actually get to the grand finals?
I mean,
all right.
You go ahead, Jack.
Oh yeah, I mean I can load it here for I have it on my screen. Loka in the professional tournament final stage, they first won against Loka APA in the first round and then won against VPS in the upper bracket final, and they advanced to the grand final. Meanwhile, BPS in the first round they won against Serenity 3-2, and then they lost to Loka 2-4, and they dropped to the lower bracket final and won APA 4-0, and now they are here against Loka.
For a revenge.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are your predictions for today's matches?
Those are hard.
Maybe not strict predictions, but maybe expectations, something
Yeah,
like this.
yeah, some overall stuff. We want to
Take your
hear each
best.
of you.
I mean, I'm just expecting great games, to be honest. As I mentioned earlier, these teams have played each other a lot. All of these players are fantastic at the game, not just in tournaments, but of course in their individual skill. So it will all come down to the strategies and how they play each of the maps here, because that will be important as well.
But that's
I
the
would-
thing, so far with the matchups that BPS has had with Loka, or this BPS has had with Loka, Loka took the victory. So it also depends on whether they can regroup from that, whether that's not already a psychological border for them now.
Fugit, what about you?
Well, I just want to see Loka make a massive comeback. They had a very disappointing winter season, and they had a rocky start to the spring season. But now, wow, look where they are, and they've just gone from strength to strength. That's nothing against BPS. I mean, BPS have been consistently up there, But I think Loka have got the bit between their teeth a little bit here, and they're looking strong after their disappointment in winter.
For me, I think it's going to be really, really tense. My prediction, both is saying Loka to win 5-4 against BPS. I think it's going to be really, really similar. It's going to be really, really close. It will go down to whichever team has better communication, better form in general. Loka and BPS have moments of brilliance and also moments of BPS as well. So looking at BPS, this is the team and also the matches, and it's going to be really exciting.
Hope so.
But as you could see, just the matchup that now, they've met each other 3 times before this already.
Yeah.
And that's also going to be interesting because they will also get to know each other more and more with every matchup that they have.
And with each map they play as well, meaning they're revealing
Yeah.
more of their cards. Maybe BPS also held back some of their strategy, hoping to meet them again in the grand finals.
Yeah.
Everything will be laid out today.
Okay, we'll see what happens. And one more question I wanted to discuss with you is current meta for tournaments. So we obviously know that currently lots of heavy tanks are used due to recent, or not very recent, hit points buff. So what do you guys think about it?
It's actually not related to the hit points buff, I think. It's related to the fantasy consumables that the Kranwagen and the E5 have. Personally, I'm not a fan of them, and I think I really wonder how much meta they would be if they did not have that speed boost. Because that's the only reason that, well, for me, that's the only reason that they're being taken, because it allows them to get somewhere very quickly. They're more of a medium in some areas than they are heavies.
Yeah, very true. And as well, the E5, for example, is a very versatile heavy, mostly being held back by its mobility when it comes to traverse speed. So that speed boost is allowing them to overcome that for 15 to 20 seconds really does help out a lot. And I mean, also the Kranwagen, that constant shooting that it can provide really does make a difference in a lot of these matches.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Go ahead.
I mean, it is heavy meta at the moment, but we're seeing teams moving away from the reliance on the IS4, more over into the Kranwagen E5 scenario. Certain maps are bringing in the super heavies, E100s on some occasions, mouse mainly, and we still see a brace of the likes of the Vickers and the T22. We've also recently on Asia earlier, I've seen Batchats and Object 140s. So yeah, it's still very heavy meta dependent, and it is the consumables more over than the HP, because the hit points, these guys at this level get through them quite quickly. But when you've got a heavy tank like the Kranwagen and like the E5, dropping that super duper boost consumable, it turns it into a medium, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, but talking about the meta, maybe to include as well should be the newest child here, the TVP, which has made a showing, usually played in a double though, not just alone. So we might see that being taken here.
That you will be noticing for all these two teams using for tonight. The first will be held down heavies. Second will be the heavily armed tanks, such as IS4, Mouse, E100, to some extent VK 90.01P and VK 72.01K, and then the mediums and lights, which we have the T22 and the Vickers light, and occasionally some of the niche mediums or lights. So it really depends on how enclosed the map is and how rugged the terrain is as well. So really, we will see a good combination of these 3 type of tanks.
Okay, thank you for the insights. And since it's like a couple of minutes before the start, and before we give words to our today's commentators, Jack and Avery, I just want to remind that today we have a giveaway of 10 June battle passes for each battle. So as soon as you see the small text below the screen saying, "Hey guys, go and participate," just do what it says and go ahead. So yeah.
Just in case, Tony, let's just explain one more time in words.
Okay,
all you need to do, we're announcing a next battle. You need to type in a YouTube chat your in-game nickname, your server, and your prediction. Which team will win this certain battle? Not the whole match, just the battle. And if you're lucky enough in your prediction in our randomizer, so you will receive a June Battle Pass. When
And one more.
Yes, just when the operation will start. So don't
Yeah, in a
expect
day
it
or
to
two.
come tomorrow, okay? Don't
Yeah.
send me any questions about it.
And
You'll
just
receive
one
it on
small point.
June 1st.
Just small point. We'll have all the results like one big list after grand final ends.
Right.
So yeah, like 50 or 60. Yeah, like this.
Or
This
maybe
tablet
even
is
90. Let's see.
We know.
Or maybe even not. It depends on how many battles we have. Okay, winding up, transferring words to our commentators and seeing our analytics after the last battle.
Waiting for the show.
Cheerio. Have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Every. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. We've seen some great games earlier on Asia
Yeah.
and on RU already, and very close ones as well. So
True.
looking forward to see a close one.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm going to tell you the maps for the grand final. I'm going to load it up very quickly. But actually, do you want to introduce the teams that are going to be playing tonight? Let's start with Loka. Who are they?
Sure. So Loka is a mix of a lot of European players, of course, as we are on the EU server, being some English, Dutch, Hungarian, Polish, and some other clans, nations. So very widespread, but these teams, of course, communicating mostly in English. It is already a quite established top 4 clan in previous seasons, playing really well, but don't think they could just secure that winning spot just yet. A very young team as well, around the age of 20, and it will be very interesting to see if they are able to perform this time, or if BPS will be stopping them.
Yeah, at BPS, we have players from Sweden, Spain, Ukraine, Italy, Germany, the US, Czech Republic, and Finland. And it's a new branch of the BPS family. And this clan is looking to get into the competitive play, and they are the newest addition to the competitive scene. The average age is around 21 years old, and most of them are students. And the expectations this year is going to be top 2, and hopefully they can go further than that. The maps you're going to be seeing tonight will be Yukon, Faust, Vineyards, Hellas, and Newbank. So we're going to start now.
Yeah, first game here will be on Yukon, the first 2. We have played that map yesterday, so these teams are very familiar with it. And we see the lineups that we expected. We see some Ice Falls Kranwagens, we see double mouse here from Loka, also some E5s, and we see BPS with a single Vickers.
True. Hopefully we'll hear the game sound very soon. But we will have Loka, red team on the north side, Gravitas team, blue team on the south side, and they are committing mostly onto the northeastern corner, I believe.
Yeah, looking at the starting HP as well, we have a 2000 HP lead here for Loka, thanks to choosing those 2 mouses and not going with a light tank. So BPS will have to trade very effectively here. And F starting off with a very good peak there on the B rotation. Sees both mouses.
F. I think this is a really good position taken by the F here, spawning up tanks onto B. I think I first saw that on the Asia server, I think one of the teams, but I forgot. But it was a really, really good information for BPS. And they got both C and potentially D now, and that would put them in a really good cap advantage.
Definitely. Loka here now getting to that A cap just a little bit slower, since it's very out of the way compared to the D side, and since BPS has that mobile vehicle in the Vickers, they're gonna be able to rotate just that little bit better here than what Loka will be able to
for
do.
Static spawning up Evil Fantasy, and all double tap into Evil Fantasy. That's not really nice indeed. But Gravitas team, they have a hit point pool lead, they have the caps. No, they don't have hit points. They have the caps. They just need to stay alive and chip away hit points of Loka with
Definitely.
F flanking.
Yeah, F here currently looking for some more information. Of course, to our knowledge, he's not going to see a whole lot unless he starts entering that spawn of the red team here very deeply. And Loka right now just looking to get some early shots in here, establishing a little bit more of a hit point lead than they already have. We have these mouses here already in position, ready to do the push whenever they need to, because they will be the ones that have to make
True. Remember, if you want to win this match, you have to either kill all 7 tanks or get 1000 cap points. So Loka are down in cap points, and this is the most obvious information for them. You can see the hit points here but they don't because it's a game. They are playing this game, so they have to make a move. So Avery, where do you think Loki can push? Looking at BPS setup here.
I think the most effective way would be to do what they're currently trying here. Pushing in with those mouse fox here, making a distraction, and then probably pushing over C, maybe even interrupting that cap for a bit, getting 1 and 2 kills, and then trying to get ahead on those points whilst using their hit point advantage to the fullest here. They're starting to bleed now. And it's not looking too good.
Oh, we're going to see a push on the BPS team. Looking to shut down Fostaster. He's now going to be a 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, potentially. Adkajiko, great shot into Fostaster, and Kuma looking to put that shot into Fostaster. And Loka needs to make a move now.
Yeah, Loka is now pushing on the seaside here. They're gonna have a big advantage here, 6 versus 4, because 3 tanks are trying to clear Foxtastic. And he is gonna try his best to buy as much time as he can. Able to put up 1 more before he goes down, but Loka, now with a numerical advantage on the other side here, needs to start clearing tanks.
Yep, they did need to. We are witnessing a dog's dinner right here with UT shooting somewhere, I don't know. But they're looking to focus down Ghosty, and the Phoenix is now down to a 1-shot. He will be killed very quickly, and he got killed by Playmaker. And Kuma from North is going to put a shell into Unit Bin Josh, and Ghosty's still alive. Yeah, and now he's dead.
Ghosty there took a little bit long to clear. We have Vanu already stealing that A cap here. BPS trying their best to make sure that they are always ahead on these points. And it's currently looking very close, and also the hit points here are even on these teams. But we now have a gun advantage for Loka.
Was that an ammo rack there? I didn't catch that, but that was a lot of damage done on Adkiji kill. And now it's 5 versus 4. Hit points are in favor of Loka, and Playmaker is trying to toy with 2 tanks. 1 versus 2, this is going to be difficult for him.
Yeah, but if we look at the caps here, F now really making an effort. Yes, cap B now, and 3 caps here for BPS. They're looking to win this one, 900 points.
Yeah, Gravitas team have 3 caps now, Loka only with 1 cap. They surely have to kill off Playmaker, and they did. But Yute is also dead, which means it's going to be 3 versus 3.
Oh, Kuma goes down though. We only have F and Vano, and if F can keep on running, this might be really good for them, because Loka does not have any mobile vehicles.
No, they only
is ahead here, able to run with a speed boost.
And this first game is going to go to Gravitas team. That was very close. Loka had a lot more hit points, but really they don't have a lot of mobile tanks.
Yeah, that because they're absolutely paying off. And won them that first game there. We had Vanu stealing the A cap, and that Vickers there going into B was probably the most crucial part of the whole BPS strategy, just buying as much time as they could with the rest of these tanks that they had left standing. And what a great start to this matchup.
It is really a great start, and that highlights the importance of using a medium or light. You can see BPS 3 tanks doing more than 2k, Loka 5 tanks doing more than 2k, but they couldn't win that. So now, guess the winner for the next game. Is it going to be Loka? Is it going to be BPS? Type in the chat right there with your nickname and server region and also the guess.
Exactly. It will be interesting to see if Loka here is able to turn it around now. Maybe a little bit more decisive than they at first were. Clearing these tanks took a little bit longer there, especially with Ghosty being sandwiched between those 2 mouses. Should have probably not been able to survive that long, but he did a great job doing so. And it will be all about, can Loka pick it up for a tie here on the first map? Or maybe even BPS running away with 2 clear victories here. Is this what we're looking for?
I mean, Gravitas team definitely held long enough, but I believe really them trying to get all the caps in the end was very instrumental, especially when everything is down to the wire. Loka by no means it's bad in this one. They've done really well shutting down tanks near C, if I remember correctly, but just near the southeastern area there. But hopefully Loka, they need a medium or light to really stop the caps from ticking into them.
Definitely. It will be interesting to see now if they're able to adjust to that, maybe also take a Vickers, or potentially even a T22. Or if they maybe just are a lot more aggressive than the game before, which would stop the need for a particular mobile vehicle here by just running over the opponent. And with that, we are about to enter game 2 here with BPS leading 1-0 right now over Loka.
Very true indeed. So Loka, red team on the south spawn. We are going to be seeing someone from north in the ice for double Crown Varga by Fantastic and the Phoenix, Mouse and Unit bin Josh, double Mouse and double T125 by Foxtastic and Uter. Go for the BPS lineup here.
So yeah, as we said, Loka here not going for a light tank, meaning that they're gonna be down on those whilst BPS here this time going for a Batshed instead of a Vickers. That autoloader sometimes a lot more vital to use than the constant shooting. Also with one ice 4. But we've triple Kranwagen and double E5. And
thank you for the game, sir, by the way. And now F is going to get some spots up. He's going very aggressive to get the spots, but here I don't think he will be able to spot something.
Yeah, he's going very far forward, but Loka, they're very defensive. Doesn't move a lot from their spawn there. Early B cap here now for BPS here. C taken from Loka, and we're gonna see again that D play that BPS has done previously. But Loka's making a move. Look at those Kranwagen Z5s. They're using the speed boosts. Looking to shut down that Batshed here.
I mean, they're looking to shut down the tank onto D. I think he's going to be in deep trouble. Ev's trying to run his life away from this one, and he's going to be shut down for potentially 4 tanks. Can he run away from the Quagmire? Foxtastic's going to land a big shell into the F. Oh my goodness me, a big AC shell right there.
Oh, was able to dodge one of those mouse shots here, and the Batshed now down to potential 1-shot. But BPS is starting to do more damage. Anya, they're dropping down to half hit points. Has to be a lot more cautious with the hit points that he has been given.
I think F must be sweating at that moment in time. That was really scary when you spotted like the entire Lokan team right there. Oh my goodness me. And now
BPS is able to somehow stay on top. They're getting A just in the nick of time. Whilst Loka stole that decap here. Both teams now with 2. But 1 kill can't decide at all.
Oh, great. Is it a shot there onto Venusaur? I think it hit. But they are looking to secure B as well, because now B is under the hands of Gravitar's team, and Loka, once again, they do not have the cap advantage, so they have to be the clan that needs to make a move.
When BPS here is readying up for a push, with UT there being all alone on the side, whilst Loka really coding for the C side here, and that might pay off really well for BPS, if they can clear him here.
Uter might be the next story target for BPS right here, but Onya might be out of position. Evil Fantasy and Ghosty, great shell into Onya, and it's still hit points with Loka, but it's going to be close.
UT here also lost a lot of hit points. They're trying to run away down to half hit points. And we have A now starting to be decapped here. One of the heavy tanks from Loka trying to attempt to stop that, and Loka here with the point advantage now.
Loka is now pushing the lineup. They're trying to wrap around the forces of Agajika and Playmaker. They're trying to hold, but with A now getting captured, BPS, they are left with little time. They need to start pushing somewhere.
Yeah, but BPS here a lot more together than the lineup of Loka here, very spread out throughout all the map. Someone there alone on the A side fighting F, whilst we have Loka here spread for the encounter cap area. And this fight around Ghosty and Phoenix that is currently going on.
Ghosty goes down to Foxtastic, but Onya goes down to Playmaker, and Unit bin Josh is down to Playmaker. Now BPS now making a big play onto C. They're looking for Uter's head here, and Nakajiki goes to bounce that shot onto Uter, dropping the reactive armor, and someone from North is now really low. It's just a lot of fights going on at the same time.
So many low HP targets here. Loka, they're potentially with 3 kills up for grab, but they have now 2 1-shots as well here, and the points are getting very close.
It is a big fight right here. We are witnessing Dog's Dinner once again with Uter and the Phoenix trying to focus onto Edgar, but maybe they have different ideas.
Ooh, Phoenix here down to a 1-shot. Vano, they're missing a big crucial shot here.
Oh,
but gets
that
a bounce
from Uter. Oh, that was bad.
But
Foxtastic is full health.
Yeah, he's still full health. That might make a big difference here. Playmaker, they're down to a 2-shot. Vano and F also both 2 shots. So Fox can use his gun well enough. Ooh, what a big miss there.
Yeah.
Now we're
and
1v4.
It's now 1 versus 4. Can Foxtastic make it out of the bag? He needs a miracle. Great shot into Playmaker, but after Yoga is spotted 3 shots in this clip. But Foxtastic dropping reactive armor. He's looking for Playmaker, but he's tracked. Oh no.
He's tracked in position, loses his ammo rack. And because they play the E5s with only one more packet, he will die here. And BPS winning 2-0 on Yukon.
Yup, and nothing you could do about that at this moment, but really great job to both teams. Loka trying to wrap around BPS forces, but BPS really, they didn't hesitate and they pushed on the other side, and that gave them the win.
A very decisive push indeed, and Loka here a bit too hesitant, a bit too spread out, and these mouses here got absolutely targeted.
You're seeing here Loka with 4 tanks doing more than 2k and BPS 6 tanks doing more than 2k, so that is a good sign of good hit point push sharing and also focus fire. And now, over to you, Every.
Yeah, it has been a very strong game here. BPS a lot more spread, and as you said, in terms of the damage, able to keep it evenly here. And Loka wavering a little bit there, as I said, way too many areas that they tried to cover at once, and BPS took full advantage of that. And with that, we're moving to Faust here, and Loka down by 2 points already. Not in the greatest position.
But before we continue, guess the winner right now on the next game. It's either Loka or BPS, not any clan else. Okay, so post your nickname, server region, and in the chat. You know, you will get 10 battle passes potentially. One of the battle passes. You can't get 10. You can only get 1 out of 10 battle passes in the next game.
I'm just having a terrible echo right now from you. But yeah, please be sure to put your name, your server, and the team you think will win next one here between Loka and BPS on this Faust game. And you might be able to win off the June battle passes. Faust, one of those maps with 4 caps here like Yukon, making it very essential that to get these early with A and B being very far out of the way for teams, but usually grabbed early. So if a team can shut those down or maybe grab them for themselves, that might put them at a very big advantage. But you lose out on potentially being pushed on the other flank because you end up being very split if you decide to go for these out-of-the-way cap circles.
It will really depend on the cap play from both teams, and we are now onto the first game of Faust and BPS so far leading 2-0, and we are seeing triple crown bargains by Fantastic, and Unit Josh, double and quadruple T110D5s with BPS, 1 IS4, double crown on T22, double T110D5, and Vickers Light by Kuma.
Yeah, and yet again, Loka here does not want to go for the light tank, whilst BPS very gladly is going to take one here. But that means that they're gonna be down on hit points, but they have shown that they can work around that very well. And Kuma here is super aggressive with his spotting.
Yep. But he couldn't spot 2. Oh, he saw it up Muteer, that's important, but the rest of the Locust forces, they're close to A. So BPS might be under false pretense that Loka might be on the other side.
Definitely, and with BPS not yet getting a single cap here, but looking at 3 of them, are gonna be down on cap points as long as they don't go for any of them. And F there takes a good shot from Anya.
Kuma are getting shot a little bit, but some more information obtained for the team. But with C now getting captured by BPS, they need to get at least 1 more cap. The Phoenix looking to line up a shot, misses onto F.
Yeah, and we might see a 2E5 versus 2E5 in the corner here. But if we look at this here, Uni is still very far away from the team, trying to cover as much as possible. But quite a big hit point advantage now for Loka already, establishing a very good early bleed against the opponents.
That is very important. You need a solid hit point pool lead. If you want to make a rotation, that will put you in a really good position so that you could take out tanks more quickly, and for the other team to defend their cap lead, it will be very hard.
Definitely, and Loka here is playing this slowly. Oh, good shot there from Fox. He finds that angle on Evil Fantasy and he does it again.
Nice one by Foxtastic. I have to apologize. Loka has a cap lead, not Gravitas team, and Gravitas team are down by a lot of hit points here. So what Gravitas team needs to do now, they need to chip away the hit points of Loka, but Loka is not allowing BPS to do so, but they're stacking up onto the southwestern corner here, and that push could be all the difference here. Loka needs a big response, they need to run, or maybe, I don't know, it's going to go very south.
Look at that reaction here. We see 7 speed boosts all on the side of Loka. Everyone was waiting for this, and BPS now needs to trade really well for this to work.
And now Playmakers...
And so is Phoenix. Who goes down first? It's Playmaker.
True. And now they're looking to shut down Evil Fantasies, but this is now very low. But Venusaur is also quite low. And BPS, the 3 tanks are now trapped down here. And Loka might have a big advantage with Evil Fantasy on their dead as well.
Look at that, with Ghosty here, who's going to be going down in a moment as well. That will be a 2-tank gun advantage here for Loka. And with a lot of hit points on board as well. They're looking very strong to win this right now here. With James saying hello to Edgar, but he's keeping him away from the rest of the fight.
BPS really tries to push onto the isolated tanks of Loka, but really that response is really phenomenal from Loka. Great shot from Kuma into Yunzbin Josh, but I don't think that would be enough for them at the moment.
Yeah, I think BPS here really did not expect Loka to respond this quickly and this well as well. Very coordinated there, very good focus fire, and with just 3 tanks left here, BPS struggling to find ground.
Oh, Edgar doing 1 vs 2 against Hello, I'm James and Ute, but can he survive for long enough here? Ute is going to put a great shell into Akaji kill. Yes, he does, but the reactive armor means he's not going to do a lot.
Yeah, he's also losing his ammo rack here, and the engine, he's not going to be repairing that. Which means that was the last shot he took in F here. On 10 hit points, meaning Loka winning their first game here of the evening. And BPS
and it's
not able to respond properly to the initiated push that they've made.
True. And now it's going to be 2-1 for BPS and Loka. Really, really strong performance here. They have a lot of hit points, and BPS dropped some hit points at the start, and that was very costly. Taking into account that they have 2 mediums and lights compared to Loka with none, so they have to trade a lot better, and they haven't done that.
Yeah, Loka here, if you look at that damage spread, even Anya, 2000, and only Phoenix, the one who was first on the chopping block here for Loka, obviously is not going to be able to do a whole lot there. But the rest of Loka really did perform very well, and shutting down these tanks quickly meant that they are able to stay on top of their game here. And with that, we advise you to, if you want to win a June Battle Pass, guess the winner for the next round here, the second one on Faust, with your nickname, the server, and of course, the team you think will win. But what do you think, Jack, after seeing that last game?
Oh, it's, I mean, BPS, I think they are changing their lineup here. I just saw briefly they're going to drop a T22 or Vickers Light, I don't know. But at least Kuma is now playing in the T125. But then he had a good run. We saw it on the stream with that Vickers Light. I think he bounced and evaded some shells, so that was pretty good. But I believe BPS, they took some mediums and lights. They really need to make sure they train much better here, because Loka, with a lot of hold down tanks and a lot of Kramvagans, the armor could be a problem.
Yeah, and I don't think it's just down to trading either, because they bled so many hit points before the push even began, meaning that Loka already from the beginning had a hit point lead due to not using a medium and a light tank, made that even bigger by these early shots. I think that went up by even 1,000 or maybe even 1.5k, meaning that the push that BPS made was more out of desperation here for doing something rather than a more calculated one that BPS is usually known for.
Yes, and the timer, I think we are into the next game now with Loka once again doing the same thing, but BPS now dropping a T22 with the F, and the Vickers Light, triple T125, double crown, and Zerd or Evil Fantasy in the IS4 on the south side.
Yeah, with that, hit points here again favoring Loka. Really do not want to go with any light tanks here, really relying a lot on their armor. But it worked a lot last game, so why not try it again this time?
F is going to be going into this bush, which I took, I think, in my TVP to spot up potentially Loka, and Loka going into this ramp here, and they're sending tanks over to A as well, and this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, see indeed in normal early cap strat here, working out for both teams. No resets there that have been made. But Loka has control over A, and there's not yet a move to take B here, meaning Loka will go into cap advantage for the first time in this matchup from the beginning of the game.
And A will be obtained by Loka, but Fantastic has an important job here to do. He is going to spot up tanks, but he is pretty much isolated here. So BPS, if they found that out, I don't know what will happen to Fantastic. He will be, eaten alive. I know he's a tasty fish, but you don't want to be eaten alive like that.
Oh, Kuma here takes a good shot there from James, and also Vano here already had been punished, and Anya here again attempting that A. But it's not quite working out.
Nope. Loka needs to get either caps or to make a push. Because once again, they do not have the cap advantage. So they're trying to get A.
Yeah, and with Kuma here not shooting onto these E5s and doubling up as well, means they did manage to grab that here. But B is now being taken as well from DPS. And
the team with
Loka, look at that push here. Six tanks straight up onto Vano and Kuma. These tanks are not going to live for long.
Venusaur got absolutely evaporated by the Phoenix team, and I don't know, Kuma will be praying to God that he can survive for long enough.
And now it's all about how fast is BPS going to be able to react, because on the minimap we see the light tank is still far away, but also one tank from Loka is missing here, Venta, still on his move to try and help out his teammates.
Yep. Loka is trying to shut down Kuma from north, and they're looking to shut down Egg and GQ, but Univid Josh is now killed by Ghosty, and it's now 6 versus 5 for Loka, and Edgar is going to be the next focus for Loka.
Yeah, Phoenix here waiting for that second shell, making sure he has the DPM, sets him on fire as well, saves him one for the team of Loka, and now with 3000 HP advantage and a lot of tanks extra, in a very strong position right now.
And now Ghosty is dead, and with Anya also dead, it's now 5 versus 3. The hit points are now in favor of Loka. They're looking to shut down Evil Fantasy here, but he manages to kill Fantastic. That's important. But 4 very healthy tanks, F coming in to support, but I don't think that will be enough. F on fire.
Had a small fire. And F here without its loader, not going to be able to do a whole lot. Oh, he burns as well. You jinxed him there, Jen. How dare you? As Venta here shuts him down with a second shot, leaving Playmaker alone in a 1v4.
Ooh. Yep, and it's 1 versus 4. I assume the firefighters in Faust is going to be really busy tonight, trying to extinguish all the fire and the other fire. I feel sorry. The firefighters need a pay rise here. I mean, the fire has been extinguished very quickly, and great shot into Playmaker. But wow, what a game!
And indeed, you say, what a game here. Loka, this time not waiting for BPS to push, but making their own 6 tanks on 4. And BPS was very spread, like Loka was on Yukon here. Not very connected, and what a shutdown as well. Poor old Vano there, getting absolutely obliterated, as you said. And with that, we have our tie 2-2 here. Loka coming right back, taking the entirety of Faust under their nose.
True, and we are seeing Loka 5 tanks doing more than 2k, with BPS only 1 tank doing more than 2k. I really didn't expect Loka to push through that A cap and go into shutting down the double crown Vargas here, and that move was very, very crucial to Loka's success here. And guess the winner once again in the next game. And
we've had a very first 2 more or less close games between BPS and Loka, but BPS just more established, a bit better focus fire, and just able to just close down the game fully. But Loka now coming back 2 games in a row here, and those games aren't not that close. They're very dominant victories. And with that, Loka here's mentality should be a lot better. And we'll have to see how that affects both teams here, as it's not just, of course, about your skill, but player performance and your mentality and keeping up a cool head.
True, and next map we are going to be seeing will be Vineyards, which is a totally different change of pace here. The last 2 maps we see quite heavy oriented maps, but Vineyards is a totally different story. It favors a lot of medium or light play because of the terrain and also the openness. So both teams we're going to be seeing some really, really great stuff with the mediums and lights, and I hope they're going to show us some really good plays with the medium. The coordination can be very important.
Yeah, Vineyards here, one of those maps where you can really allow yourself to play with mobility. Sometimes seeing double light or even TVPs have been used on this map, but not this time, as we see an I7 though, and quintuple Kranwagen from BPS.
True. It's going to be really, really hard to call. Quintuple Kranwagen's really good when it comes to rushing, that the clip they have can literally obliterate anyone in their path. But the DPM can be the problem when it comes to absorbing a push.
Definitely, and seeing as how Loka, for the first time here, going with mobility, double T22 here, giving them a massive edge when it comes to that DPM that you were talking about. And we have Ed here, very far forward in the city already, looking for something, but is not going to see anyone.
I think he's trying to lock down the C area and maybe to try to cap C, because C is a difficult cap to obtain, and it's a cap. If you can get it, you put your team into a good advantage, but they are not getting A as well, so I'm not sure about their game plan here.
OB here, a little bit earlier there, Uni, able to make that play a little bit more decisive than the Vickers that we have on C right now, giving Loka a slight cap advantage here. But look at that positioning from Evil Fantasy here, setting up a trap for Loka to push into. Kuma there. He did not expect that. Oh, he takes another one there, Fox. Fantastic cross shot.
He needs to hide right now. I mean, the Kranwagens.
Edgar also here just took 2 shots there, off camera. BPS here again bleeding early. And they have to be careful.
Yep, they have to be really, really cautious here. They're now down by around 1,000 hit points here. They are also down in caps as well, so they need to make a rotation. And they have to make sure they can chip away hit points of Loka, otherwise it could become a little bit difficult for BPS to kill the tanks and get caps.
Exactly, and as we can see on screen right now, Edgar there, locked behind that building. He's not going to be able to move anywhere without being seen or even shot at from Loka. If they decide to be a little bit more aggressive in those runes in the corner there, with that double T22.
True,
and it's going to be difficult.
It's going to really depend on how the Kranwagens of EPS is going to move now. They have 5 Kranwagens, remember. Loka, they have to make sure they don't isolate a single tank. But potentially, the tank that that Evil Fantasy is facing might be isolated, and maybe that is what BPS might want to go for first.
Yeah, but with Univenta and Jasio, they're in position for cross shots, and even that tank behind them there from James, it's not going to be a fully isolation. It's just going to be the push that BPS will do.
Yeah.
Concentrate on just Anya.
Anya, this is going to be the pressure point for Loka, but has sat very, very deep there. But we will see how BPS is going to rotate. But Loka is slightly retreating, or maybe they're branching out. We will see very soon. But they don't have to do much. They just have to stay alive and not bleed anything.
Exactly, those T22s now drawn out of the corner, supporting these Kranwagens. As we see the E5s moving into it. And Vineyards is not an easy map to push in late game, because teams establish positions. So getting that surprise early as possible. But with this game already lasting for nearly 3.5 minutes, this will be hard to push, regardless of what side they choose to make it on.
Yep. However, Loka is now starting to branch out. You might be having a bad feeling for Loka at the moment. It really boils down to whether BPS gets enough information for their team here. The Kranwagens of Kuma and Venus are still really, really far behind. It's going to be hard to tell what's going to happen. And now, Individual Judge is spotted. Evil Fantasy is still stuck there, but he's not spotted. So, Avery, where do you think BPS can make a push on, looking at this?
It's going to be really hard to tell, because from what it boils down to right now, this will be a last-minute push to kill a tank, maybe kill 2, get ahead on points, and then win it by the ticking numbers up top on screen. But it's not going to be easy. Anya here is now doing the right thing. He's drawing himself out to avoid exactly that from happening. And Loka here grouping up together. Also haven't taken a single bit of damage yet. Meaning that Loka's gonna have the advantage should a push arrive, because we have Edgar and Kuma, they're very low, and if they're isolated, that is a big advantage.
Yeah, we're now on to 800 cap points, so anything could happen at any time. Here, Loka is grouping up near the northwestern corner. Are they lining up for a push right here? Meanwhile, BPS is still holding. I'm not sure what they're trying to wait for, because it's really on them to make a push now. Otherwise, we're approaching to 900. One kill would be enough to win this one, actually.
Definitely, and
One
I think
kill.
Loka here planning to make a move before BPS can get their thoughts together here with the double E5, double T22 prepared on A, with Kranwagens easily able to make cross shots around, and Uni there sees 3 of these Kranwagens.
True, and it
Here
really...
comes the push.
True. One kill. BPS needs 1 kill. Loka also needs 1 kill to seal the game. Who will kill that
Ooh,
tank
it's going
first?
to be
Edgar's down.
Edgar. Oh, look at the shots. James, they're shooting underneath him. But the focus fire, BPS definitely needs to be careful there. Edgar, he might be the decider here. And there he goes.
There we go. It's Loka now going for 3-2. What a game that was. But I think I know what Gravitas team is trying to do. They're trying to wait out until the very end to get 1 kill. But they couldn't find an isolated tank of Loka. And Loka, you have to give credits for them for not having that isolated tank.
Definitely.
To be honest with you.
And we also saw BPS had moved into B, so the plan was to outlive Loka here until their number clocks to 1,000. But that early damage that they lost on specifically Edgar here really cost them the game. And BPS needs to be careful, because it seems to be that Loka keeps on bleeding them early game, and that is really what they have to stop if they want to continue winning here.
True.
For BPS.
And once again, guess the winner for the next game. Post your in-game name, your server region in the chat on the right-hand side, and decide. Come on, yes.
Yeah, right over there. But yeah, what do you expect from the next game for Vineyards? Because both teams now have played each other. Vineyards not a map that comes up often in tournaments, so it's always a bit hard to prepare. But as this one drew out for quite some time, maybe we're going to see a change of pace here, BPS. Maybe trying to put in some aggression there. Because as I said in the game previously, Vineyards does not work that well when you establish new positions and you try to push mid to late game. But it can work really well if your team is not, or if your opponent team is not set up yet, and you can push into these unrefined positions. And who knows if maybe one of these teams is able to take advantage of that. But Loka here, looking very strong right now, winning 3 games in a row. And BPS has to get their stuff together.
Yeah, I would say BPS, they might want to change something from this. Maybe this kind of play would not be the best against Loka, but we will know, because both teams are very competent. Both teams can communicate really well, and we're going into the second game of Vineyards.
Oh, and look at that. We see a 50B and an STB in the same lineup here. But Loka as well, taking a Vickers. Both teams here going for a bit of mobility. But what do you think
But
that
a
mouse
mouse
will do from Uni?
Oh, it's going to be really hard. Usually the mouse would go into the city, because in the kind of the northwestern or maybe the middle area, it's really not good for that mouse, because it's kind of open and you literally could get shot from literally everywhere. And most importantly, the terrain resistance can be a big problem for the mouse.
Yeah, it's a very tall tank as well, so hiding it is not that great. But I have seen a mouse strat before. It failed though. But the team has told me that they tried pushing it into the mid-ridge and then using it as a target point to then have the rest of the team push over once the attention is on that mouse. Just that team failed, because the mouse lost a lot of HP early. But we might see some early damage here. A lot of teams and a lot of tanks already spotted for both sides.
True. Fostastics looking to get into C, but will Loka have positions to reset for Starstic right here? He's not spotted, however, but Gaseo Jones is spotted.
I don't think they're gonna get the angle here. Fox just there. What a great shot from him. He needs to keep this one coming if he wants to stop that C camp from happening. Is he able to connect the...
Good one.
That was a bounce, in fact, not a penetration. Changing locations here since he knows he's not gonna get spotted.
Yeah, Evil Fantasy will heal land a shell to reset that. I don't think so. And Loka will get C. Nice one.
And that is gonna be very important here. Getting that cap advantage early means they're gonna establish themselves really quickly. But they have played a little more than BPS this time.
Very true indeed, and Unit Josh is looking to get some more spots to that mouse, but Loka is now parking the bus. And it's going to be hard for BPS to push through because now 2 caps for Loka, only 1 cap for BPS. Time is running short and they cannot play like last time where they can wait until 900 points to get at least 1 kill because you can't simply kill 1 tank to win this game.
Definitely. But if we have a look at the exact positions here from Loka, very defensive apart from Venta here who's pushing a bit more forward, so Loka really expecting a push somewhere. Not quite able to pinpoint it though, as we see the move here in the city from Kuma and Edgar. Trying to make that C play here.
Unit with Josh, great shots into whatever tank that was, but fantastic. With Edgar, GQ and Kuma now looking to hunker down over to C. They want to take that cap. They want the cap lead back.
Ooh, look at
But
that F just took
hit.
2 shots there in his SDB. And Uni here now trading a little more with these E5s in the city, and Loka's deciding to make a play here over the middle. But Anya's getting shot to pieces.
Oh, he's getting bled into oblivion. He's now down to 1 shot and he's got killed by Gaseo. And now they're looking to get Evil Fantasy as well. But with Unit Josh looking to shut down Kuma now, Evil is dead. And it's going to be really tight.
Loka here looking to make these kills to win on points, because they are already on 900, but A is being stopped here. F will fall to the Vickers though.
Yeah, Unit Josh is trying to stay alive, but he's got taken out by Naga GQ. It's now going to be 5 versus 6 here, with the Gravitas team down by almost 1,000 damage.
F, can he high roll? No, he doesn't roll high enough. And Foxy
still
needs to get into B. Both these points are getting very close. Yute here, can he stay alive? Oh, Vano, he bounces! Fox on 6 points. Yute here on a 1-shot, 300.
Yeah, that was a really great shot here, but Venusaur needs to stay alive and fantastic. That 1 shell would be enough to put Loka in great position to catch. But
Oh, James
Hello,
goes up, but
is
so
dead.
is Playmaker.
Yes, just only 10 more cap was 5, and Loka will get this one.
Wow, what a close one this was again here, coming down to the wire. And it really was... It was very close, because both teams could have won that for sure. With BPS suddenly appearing in A, meaning they stopped Loka's cap completely, meaning they had no more point gain since C had already been taken. But they're not quite able to make that finishing blow here.
Yeah, it was a great game, but Loka, they didn't just sit back and defend. They also made a play onto way. I think that was important. The BPS unable to really shut the tanks down near the seaside, and Loka, great defensive setup right here. And we are now on to the next game, and Avery, why don't you announce once again what to do next?
It is to please tell us which team do you think will win with your server and username within the same message. Then you might be able, with a little bit of luck and some good guessing here, win one of the next 10 June battle passes. But getting a bit back on that last game, very good play there from Loka, but very risky pushing over that midget there, because that is very open. It can be shot from all directions, and Anya paid the price for it very hard.
True. And the T110E5s, they tried to get into C, but really Loka knows what to do in this situation. They have both A and C. I mean, when you have a cap lead, when you have 2 caps, you don't want the other team to get another cap. So naturally, as the defending team, you'll be defending caps. And as I said all the time, for the other team, they probably want to make a push first and then get the caps later to kind of give a surprise to the other team. And if you really go for the caps at the start, chances are you will get bled by a lot, unless you know the other team isn't aiming at that.
But it is very true that you said, and that is more or less the standard formula to how do you react to what your opponent is doing. But the thing is as well, is that Loka threw BPS completely off the trail there by pushing in aggressively as they did. Because I don't think Loka, or BPS in fact, expected that to happen. And we move to Hellas.
True. Hell is a very strange map. We don't see a lot of mediums or lights, contrary to what I believe, because this can be quite open. But both teams, Loka taking no medium or light, but BPS with a T22 by F.
Yeah, it is also to note here that Loka is now on match point, leading 4-2 here. They only need one more to close this one down, meaning they can be a little risky in their strategies, and maybe even a bit experimental. But you don't want to go too overboard there.
Oh, Evo lined up that shell, couldn't connect into Uter, but Fantastic took a hit in that T135. A is getting captured, and B is going to be captured by Loka very soon after.
Yeah, C cap here being stopped. F not confident enough to cap that. Oh, and he does get punished. Has to now be careful with his hit points. He doesn't have a lot of them like these heavy tanks do.
Yep. Once again, BPS are down by more than 1,000 hit points, and also they have a medium tank, so they have to trade a lot better than Loka here. Equal trading would not work. They have to at least, push shots into Loka and not receive some on their end.
Yeah, but as we can see, Loka very defensive. They don't necessarily have to make a move, even if they are down by caps right now, because there's always a play possible here on C, since that is not yet taken, or even to just stop A for a small amount of time and then just overtake your opponent like that. So we might get a lot of attention here to the heavy side of this man.
On the other hand, both teams got only one cap, so it's only 5 cap points per second in terms of the rate of increase for the cap points. So both teams can stay really, really defensive, and they will try to spot up the other team. And if the other team got careless, Loka, for example, could chip away the hit points of Gravitas team, and they just need to get a solid hit point pool lead to make that push work at the later stages.
Definitely, but I think here Loka a little bit more map control right now with Venta there. Quite a bit far forward here, getting some spots. And even if he doesn't spot anything, that does still give him knowledge of where tanks are not situated. So BPS are very defensive right now. And maybe even a bit too much, as we see Gaseo here. Driving behind the A side, supporting that a little bit more.
I do have a bad feeling on BPS right now. If you can see the minimap on the bottom left-hand corner, BPS is pretty spread out. And they have to be careful though, because they are down by more than 1,000 hit points. They have cap points though. But if Loka decides to isolate a tank here, I don't know how it could go.
Ooh, look at that playmaker here. He wants to stop that cap momentarily. Does get punished though by Jasio here. But he's still gonna go in instead anyway. Actually going for a push here. That is very risky. He has no backup whatsoever. Just there to create chaos. But Uni is there to help him out.
Oh, we have the T22 coming in to support Playmaker. Great shot to Yasuo Tastic, but the T22 got the wrong target here. Playmaker is now very, very low.
Playmaker here, no reason to push that whatsoever. He had no backup. And F here now needs to overextend. And with a tank down and 2 caps against you, BPS forced to make a move.
Yeah,
and they are very, very spread.
True indeed. But I think now we're seeing some action happening in the southeastern corner. And yeah, this is what we are seeing right now. Agajiki is now tracked. And Onya is on the reactive armor, and Eka is dead.
Onya here tracked out in the open, no driver, no ammo rack, no fuel tanks either. But Loka shuts it down, and a massive misplay here from BPS. At the end of the game there, they should have not been that aggressive.
I think I know what Playmaker is trying to achieve here, but I think he didn't communicate with his T22, because if T22 is closer to Playmaker, I believe that could work, because that Tramwagen on the Locust team is somewhat isolated, but also he has support at the back as well. So if Playmaker waited for a little bit longer and waited for that T22 to come and support him, maybe BPS could have made it a lot closer. Because now what you saw, Playmaker got down and T22 came in to support, but it's a little bit too late, and it's now going to be 1 versus 2, and it's two tanks down for you. So you
And
can't do much
Uni
about that.
Actually, he was very quick to react to that there with his supporting Kranwagen there at Ajaccio just holding constantly. And he saw Playmaker pushing in very early on because he had been spotted and there was no one behind him. The T-22 was still far back trying to hold that cap circle, and it was only those two regardless anyway. And with the Kranwagens, with those autoloaders or those auto reloaders, the initial damage output is just so much more important here. And even if the T-22 would have been there, he might have been singled out and then just leaving Playmaker alone. So a very reckless play there from BPS, especially since they didn't push the other side either.
Well, I mean, they don't have to push the other side, but they are very worried that the Loki will get that C cap, so they're trying to get the A cap as well to keep the cap point advantage. But really, as I said, they have to call in that T-20 to support. But once again, we have to give huge congratulations to Loka 5-2 against BPS, and it was very dominant performance, 2-0 down and winning 5 on the run.
Yeah, I think that morale boost from winning those two, tying it, and then just taking it with them there really gave them wings here. And welcome back to Tony and Dennis. What do you think about the games that we just saw?
Well, first of all, congratulations to Loka team, well-deserved win. Secondly, to be honest, I was expecting something like 3-5, 4-5 after seeing how BPS started these battles. But it looks for me that they just only managed to get Loka angry. And this is why they show what they're really made of. Really good comeback, very strong performance. GG, guys.
Yeah, totally agreed. I think the last battle showed us that BPS maybe were a bit low on their spirit side, a bit down. And yeah, I wish, as Rebel said, I wish we had more battles, but this is enough. Yeah, I wish we had an occasion to give away more June battle passes, but that's it. Team said that no more, we only have this. Okay, and I just wanted to say huge thanks to Avery and Jack for spectacular commentating. You guys did a great job. And
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, maybe it's time to see what our analysts have to say.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
Hey guys.
What games these were.
So,
Yeah.
what can you say?
Well, I think the first two games, it was more like, look. This is actually something I think that would have gone very wrong because Loka was pushing on the other side and they took 3 tanks to take out 1 tank. But they still made it work.
Yeah, I mean, these opening games, what's going on in my head here is either Loka didn't show up for these 2 games and then decided to turn up, or BPS showed up for these 2 games and then decided to disappear for the last few.
Yeah, that sounds about right. This game, though, was won by F capping bases. He was
Absolutely.
in the backside together with Venusaur and made it happen.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, you've got incredibly clever play by BPS. Good movement around the map. Really, really clever play. And they had Loka all over the place. Loka just had no response to what BPS was doing. And as you said, the F running around, playing the supremacy game was a massive, massive thing in that game.
But during those 2 games, Loka also figured BPS out. And that is what we noticed in the games after that. Even like here, Loka was a bit too spread out. BPS was more focused together. The focus fire was on point. And again, the supremacy game.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, this game, I know I said it's like Loka didn't turn up for the first 2. Loka were much better in this game. And to be honest with you, I thought they had it. But again,
Me too.
They it went down onto the supremacy lineup, and you saw at the end there, whilst Loka seemed to have the advantage, BPS just come back with just dug in deep and really took the game to them.
And to be fair, the shot, we're not seeing that yet, but the shot that won this game for BPS was track shot that is happening soon onto Foxtastic, which keeps him from
Yes,
killing.
not there. Yeah.
This, him staying here, being forced to stay here, means that he just was not able to get the kills in.
No, I mean, that was the shot of the game. That was vitally important. Edgar to get that track shot in, just as Fantastic was trying to get that kill on Playmaker.
And this was, again, I thought that this was going to go different, mainly because Loka just keeps taking no mats, no lights to do the spotting. But with the way that they played it, they forced BPS to push, and when BPS had to push, they made them pay for it.
Well, I looked at it a different way. I thought this was BPS being a little bit overconfident after the first 2 games, and they went back to their let's be aggressive mode, and it didn't pay off. Loka were ready for it. Loka had picked themselves up by this stage, and their focus fire was a lot better, their positioning was a lot better, and their mobility around the map and reaction was a lot better. They were not going to let BPS dominate.
No, very, very true. And it was overall aggression from Loka here, but it was in response too, and that really worked out for them.
Yeah, like I said, it looked like in this one, BPS is trying to get back again. And again, they're being... It seemed like they were being ultra aggressive again. They'd gone back to that. We want to be aggressive, and Loka just waited for them and just picked them
But to be
off.
fair, with Loka pushing Vano and Akuma here, that started it all off, and BPS took too long to get back together. They already lost too much by then.
Yeah. Oh, totally. This is what I'm saying. I mean, the focus fire for Loka, I mean, we saw it in the first game, it was not really there. By this game, it's back. And you can just see that they're picking it. And that was a really, really important engine fire on the poor old Vickers there. It really was. Poor old DF, the yogurt.
There were a lot of fires this game, and I blame Jack for jinxing them.
Yes, he did mention it, to be honest.
But this specific push, this is where it all started with this game. These 2 tanks were isolated. BPS was too spread out for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just basically Loka refound their footing, and they just kept going and going. And especially this match, for me, was the turning point, because Loka played so smart here. And I don't understand, because they Loka pulled Anya out of the position where they would have been at risk. But BPS did not do the same for Edgar. As soon as BPS pushed, Edgar should have moved. But because he was still there, he took too much damage and he got taken out.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to what Every and Wild Ones have had to say on this one, and I was like, well, is it really? Were they really playing a strat to have a single kill? And if so, that's
I
a
think
strange
they were,
strat.
to be honest.
And it was a very strange game. I mean, the meta selection for BPS was unconventional. Their positioning was a bit surreal, and Loka just played the long game.
Yeah.
And with the A cap being open like that, Loka, they're always going to push the A cap.
But this is why I don't understand why they didn't pull Edgar back when they started to make the push, because they knew they needed that 1 kill. But the same went for Loka, so you have to keep your weaker links safe, so to speak. And Loka did just that with pulling Anya back, but not with Edgar.
Yeah,
As in
and
BPS,
admittedly, Loka did push into the B cap, but by then it was too late.
And this was also something. This was a bit more chaotic, this battle, feels for me at least. Like there were early spots, early bits of damage. It kind of went both ways for a while. But what really turned it around at some point is when you have like we're not there yet. I'll save that for later. But
Well,
basically, they gapped the caps.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I thought that Uni did one heck of a job in the city in that mouse.
Yeah.
He tied up 2 tanks for a real long time, and that sort of threw BPS's mojo a little bit.
And that moment, the STB low rolling on the Vickers made all the difference here as well. This game, yes, Loka won it and played overall. They played better, but it was still a bit of luck there on their side that helped them get there.
Yeah, it was, and as Every pointed out, I mean, the push over the ridge seemed a little bit premature rather than premeditated. And I think Loka did get a little bit of a lucky break there. And as you said, the STB really did low roll, unbelievably low roll on that Vickers. But Uni in that mouse did so much in this game to tie those tanks up. 2 E5s he tied up for a long time.
But that's the whole role of a mouse. You're basically there to occupy, to be that buddy, to be that armor, and to just be there. And that made all the difference.
Absolutely. And of course now,
this
going into this
is
battle,
the crucial moment. Playmaker making this move without having backup just yet actually lost him the game. But it's not just this. Also, Playmaker pushing here wouldn't have been a problem, even with the T-22 only arriving a little bit later. But the rest of BPS did not react to it. And Loka did.
Yeah, but I think Ribble's right. I think this is anger, and this is, grabbing onto that that device that extra bit hard and making those little mistakes because you've got to win. And that's pressure. And this is because they were so dominant in the first 2 games that you can tell that they're angry. And I think he's right with that. And I think they were angry and they were trying a bit too hard. And Loka were just cool and calm and basically at this stage brimming with confidence with one heck of a comeback, let's be honest.
That's the thing. They won 5 in a row after losing the first 2. Mm-hmm. That's got to feel good, no matter what battle you go in.
Indeed. And obviously BPS have lost 4 in a row going into this. So they're going to be feeling really down and not over the moon about it. And I think Dennis is right. There was a bit of anger in that last game.
Yeah, you can really feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel myself like a real analyst.
Congratulations to Loka.
Ribble, what were you saying?
It looks like I kind of have analytics skills, so I really understand what's going on. What was the reason for such performance? Yes, thank you, Fugit. I really appreciate that.
Ribble, calm down. You're not the analytic here. We have like full setup of skillful guys. So just do your host part.
Okay.
From the fancy studio you have there, because I obviously don't have one.
I mean, one thing neither of us got to say because we went straight to the analytics. Just have to say they were fantastic games to watch.
Yeah,
big congratulations to Loka. As I said at the beginning, they had a very disappointing winter season. They've always been a top 4 EU team.
That's right.
And it's been a long time coming, winning one of these. So it's big congratulations there. Commiserations to BPS Gravitas. They played their socks off. Just wasn't their day, unfortunately.
Yeah. But it's glad to see Loka finally reach that point. Because as you said, they've been like on the edge of this for so long. It had to happen at some point. And it's good to see it happen now.
Okay, all things considered, I think it was a great day. It was fun to watch, due to great teams and great commentators and analytics. So, Amanet, Fugit, Jack, guys, you did a great job as always. So it was real fun having this live stream with you. Actually, I think it's safe to say you carried it the whole time on your own. So it just me and Ribble just sitting here like, hey guys, welcome to live stream.
Yeah, well, at least we had a chance to enjoy watching this show. So this is what I wanted, to be honest.
And getting our lower backs kicked by contributors team.
Well, you know what, Tony? Well, practice makes perfect. In our case, maybe practice will make at least decent, but we will get this chance. I think
practice makes decent. I'll make that my motto. So, thank you guys. Hopefully see you next season, which is right around the corner since spring is coming to its end. So yeah, thank you and see you.
Thank you so much for
Thanks a lot.
us.
Take care.
As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
See you.
So, I think we have one more open question, which our viewers is eagerly waiting for. And it's a list of 70 winners. Am I correct? Should it be 70? So, hopefully, let's show it. Ooh, that's a lot.
Please be patient. On June 1st, I will send a battle pass for you. Right after the operation on your server will start. Congratulations
it
to all the
will
winners.
take like a couple of hours, I suppose, just to take care of everything.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
you will get it on June 1st, probably. Whew, Ribble, I think it was cool. And now we can say thank you for watching our live stream and see you next season.
Yep, thanks for watching, thanks for coming, goodbye and take care.
See you guys, bye
See you.
bye.
Goodbye.